Welcome to Releaf. Releaf is the free app that you can use alongside your cannabis treatment. It remembers how different types of cannabis made you feel and what worked best to treat your symptoms so that you can make better decisions and start feeling better, faster. This short video will give you a quick overview on how to use Releaf to get the most out of your experiences with cannabis. Are you ready to get started? Cool. When you launch the Releaf app, you'll begin in the Sessions screen. This is your dashboard. From here, you can review all of your sessions in detail and gain valuable insights into your cannabis treatment. Cannabis on hand. This is where all of your current cannabis is stored. You can sort your list by rating, name, and date. To see which cannabis has worked best for you overall, sort by rating. Then take a look at the number located inside the teal heart next to each cannabis name. The number inside the teal heart is the average rating you gave this cannabis when you used it to treat any symptom. Above the heart, you can see when the product was added to your list and how many times you've used it so far. Tapping the plus button at the bottom right adds a new cannabis item, but hang tight. We'll dive into this on the next screen. By tapping the More tab, you can do things like manage your equipment and provide feedback. Okay, let's go over the most important feature in the app, how to log a session. You'll want to make sure you have all the materials you need to complete a session. Your cannabis, with testing info if you have it, your equipment, if you're using any, and your app. Tap the Start My First Session button at the bottom of your dashboard to begin. First, select the primary symptom you'd like to treat. If you don't see your symptom on the list, you can choose the Something Else option. For our example, let's choose anxiety. If this is your first time with the Releaf app, you'll need to add your cannabis. You can add all sorts of cannabis products like dried flower buds, edibles, tinctures, concentrates, and topical creams and lotions. For our example, let's go with flower. The first of our Releaf partner dispensaries are now in the Releaf app along with their cannabis menus. If you don't see your dispensary listed, tap this Somewhere Else button at the bottom of the screen to enter your cannabis manually and consider encouraging them to sign up with us. We know that you may not always have all the details, so it's okay to leave things blank. Just remember that the more you can tell Releaf app about your cannabis, the more it can tell you about relieving your symptoms. Next, select your equipment. Your equipment can have a pretty big effect on your session. That's why Releaf app helps you track all of the different ways you can administer cannabis products. We've already set you up with the basics, but remember, you can always add a custom piece of equipment by tapping the plus icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Once you've selected your symptom, cannabis, and equipment, you're ready to begin your session. This is your symptom screen. Tap the info icon in the upper left-hand corner to get a quick overview of the selections you made for this session. Tap the question icon for a quick reminder on how to conduct a session. The vertical slider on the right is where you adjust your symptom level on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 means that you aren't feeling the effect of your symptom, and 10 means that your symptom is pretty intense. Maybe we can do something about that. To begin, set your starting level based on how you feel right now before treating with cannabis. Let's say your anxiety is really intense. That sounds like a 9 or a 10. Now that you've set the starting level, take your first puff, dose, or application. Tap the round button in the bottom left-hand corner. Your session has now started. The more you interact with the symptom screen during your session, the more data points will be recorded with the Releaf app. Releaf app gives you lots of ways to track your session. You can use the Feels button to track the different feelings you experience. Both your cannabis and equipment are recorded, along with the time that you noticed the feeling. Did your cannabis make you feel relaxed or anxious? Focused or reflective? You can also use the notebook to record any thoughts or observations you make during your session. Every time you take a puff, dose, or application, tap the round button in the bottom left-hand corner, then adjust the level slider if you're feeling any differently. Each time you interact with the symptom screen during your session, the Releaf app records those data points, and over time can show you which cannabis products work the best for you. When your cannabis is worn off and you're ready to wrap up your session, tap the End button in the upper right-hand corner and confirm that you want to end your session. Rate your session on a scale of 1 to 5 depending on how successful your cannabis was in providing relief for your primary symptom. The session wrap-up screen that appears next will give you an overview of your experience. The graph shows how your symptom level was affected over the course of your session, along with every puff or dose taken. You can also see what feelings you experienced and read over any notes you took. And there you go. Pretty simple. To get the most out of your cannabis treatment, Download the app today at ReleafApp.com. For up-to-date news and insights on ReleafApp and medical cannabis treatment, like ReleafApp on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram.